everybody. I am WJ Hawley, and this is my Let's Play of Commander Keen, Invasion of the Vorticons, and I'm going to be starting with Marooned on Mars, which is the first episode. Now, in light of recent YouTube copyright claims on various YouTubers, I've decided to not take the risk of showing any possibly copyrighted materials, so you will not be seeing any images of the game or hearing any sounds from the game, but don't worry, I will be describing everything as I go along. And really that should be just as good. So let's start. We have a menu here with new game, continue game, story, about id, high scores, ordering info, previews, and the ability to start a demo play called a restart demo. And it's instructing me to use the arrow keys to select my option. It doesn't tell me that I could use enter key to select the option, but I think that's just assumed. So we're going to go to new game. Oh, and also the title screen has a picture of Commander Keen's rocket, the Beans and Bacon Mega Rocket, blasting in from space with Commander Keen in blue and yellow text above it in a rather plain font with a rather plain white font underneath it saying Invasion of the Vorticons with red font underneath that saying Episode 1, Marooned on Mars. Also, there's various objects from the game, such as a weird purple plant trap creature, a teddy bear, which is one of the highest score possible things you can pick up, some multicolored blocks, red floor, some animated spikes, fire, and a blue pod of some sort. It looks kind of like a teleportation chamber or something, but within the game it doesn't actually do anything. Also some signs written in intergalactic text. Oh god, what's it called? Intergalactic Standard Text, I think. Which, if I remember the translations correctly, they each say die, which is rather unfortunate. There's also a sign that says press F1 for help, with most of the text being in gray and the F1 being in red. I'm not going to be doing that, though. I may do that in an extra video where I will read the entire help screen to you. For right now, I'm going to start the new game. Alright, so I'm getting some BitTune sounds with some rather basic EGA palette graphics. I'm walking around in the overworld on Mars. I'm Commander Keen, a boy in a purple shirt, blue jeans, red sneakers, yellow and green football helmet. Since it's an EGA game and skin tones are rather limited, he's got white skin, which works a lot better than most EGA games that use the pink color and then everyone looks like they have horrible radiation poisoning. So I'm going to go to the first level, which looks like a series of blue domes with cities within them, if I really use my imagination. Alright, now I'm in a platformer screen. There's a green alien coming towards me, which is called a Yorp. He doesn't actually hurt me, but he just kind of pushes me around. I kind of jumped onto a platform over him, and he just walked right by. Now I'm picking up some lollipops, well, jumping for them on another platform. And I've jumped to another platform, and to another one, and to another one, and to another one. And I just jumped on top of one of the Yorp's heads, which temporarily stuns them. And I've grabbed some more lollipops on some purple platforms. And, okay, there's a 2-block wide perilous drop into some animated spikes that move up and down. Let's see if I can... Yep, I jumped right over those, too. I picked up some more lollipops, jumped on another Yorp's head. Let's see here. Oh, looks like there's some cola here that I can pick up, which looks suspiciously like a Pepsi can, but very conveniently edited so that it doesn't look quite like one. And there's exit, and I walk through a purple door, and I have completed the level. And the level on the overworld has been replaced with a giant blue box with white text over it saying, done, which is excellent. It's a great indicator that I finished the level. Now, moving up through the overworld, there's a small dome, which I'm going to skip. I'm going to go to the left of that, past an opening into a bigger opening, where I believe there's a gray city-looking area on the overworld. I went into that, and I've started the level. It's another platforming area. I'm jumping up a succession of yellow platforms up into what looks like it's just a bunch of purple platforms. Tons of lollipops. I'm just packed with lollipops and more faux Pepsi Colas. Now I'm on green platforms. This game utilizes a lot of colors. And now I'm on a red platform, and oh my goodness, it's the Vorticon guy. And he is super dangerous. Even if I were to use a gun against him, he looks like a big blue werewolf, by the way. And he jumps around, and even if I were to use the gun on him, which I'm not, he takes a lot of hits to take out. And he jumped down into the rest of the level, which is unfortunate because there's a red key card door in the way, which I now must travel down below where he jumped down to in order to find the key, which is going to be very difficult because with that Vorticon jumping around, well, so now I'm descending down. I picked up a book for score, and I found a gun, which will give me some ammo, which will really only do me good against some of the larger enemies, which I believe are called Gargs, but I don't know. They look like the Yorps, which, as I've described, are small green aliens. Except, unlike the Yorps, they have two eyes, are more football-shaped, and have giant hippo teeth. So, let's see here. Now I'm jumping around. I'm on more red platforms. Really hoping that I don't bump into the Vorticon, because that would just really mess my day up right now. Oh god, there he is. Thankfully, he's gotten himself confused in a series of platforms, and oh, he just jumped right down to where the key is that I need to get. Well, that's gonna be tricky. First, I'm gonna ascend rather up these purple platforms. I just obtained a yellow key up in the upper left-hand corner of the level. Now I'm gonna descend down to where the Vorticon is and hope. Yeah, there he is. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Alright, first things first. I need to maneuver around in such a way. Alright. I shot the Vorticon once, I shot him twice. Alright, with the fourth shot he went down. I was being pushed down a hall by a Yorp, because they can do that, they'll just push you around. I jumped on top of his head. I'm not going to waste any ammo on the Yorps. And besides that, I find them to be kind of cute. Alright. Proceeding down a red hall, I found a purple wall with the yellow door to the yellow key that I found. So I'm just going to go right on through there. There's the Garg guarding the red key. I'm going to jump down and shoot him. It only takes one shot. Boom! He is now sitting down with his eyes draped over himself. That's the sign that I have defeated him. Now I'm going to proceed up towards where I had originally found the Vorticon, because that is where the exit to this level is. And the way that this game works is that once you find all four levels guarded by the Vorticons, and beat those, you win the game. So I will be 1/4 done with this game, technically, once I do that. Yep, I found the battery to my rocket, which will help me to stop being marooned on Mars. And I'm at the overworld, and there's a couple stars in the background. The level has been replaced by another giant blue box with "done" written on it. And